This is a quick progress update on the current state of our DuckSim Squadron Command. You can see here I've got radio dials on both controllers. The left controller deals with time primarily. You can basically play time constantly, pause time, play time for 1 second at the top, or this one will play time until the next important event automatically pauses the game. And then you can also change the speed of time depending on how much action there is. On the right controller, you do most of the giving of orders in the game. So you can select your own DuckSims and then give orders with them. The default action is shown next to the cursor, and then any other actions appear on the dial. So default action in deep space is just drop a waypoint. Default action for an enemy is to attack them. This may change in future, that it may become attack once rather than just follow an attack permanently, and then you can delete them and change them. So here we have 2 DuckSims versus 3 enemy fighters. The other thing to show you is the ship info display, which shows the type of ship, the pilot, and any stat readouts that get added. So this will show things like shields and ammo counts and stuff in the future. One last thing on controls. If you squeeze the grip control, you get a zoom dial, and also that's how you pan around the world. And then if you move the touchpad or thumbstick out to the edge, you can zoom to different levels. And this is quite a quick way of moving around. If you zoom in close, when you want to go over there, say, zoom out, move the controller where you want to go, and whip back in again. So that's quite convenient, I've found. So this is quite a sort of simple combat situation we've got here. We'll start by just sending the first DuckSim to the bottom enemy and the second to the top. You don't want to make your plans too complicated because they'll have to change quite a lot. So then we start going and see what happens. So immediately we see these 2 enemies have targeted this one, and this enemy I think is targeting the front door DuckSim as well. Now running straight into an enemy fire is not a good plan, so we remove that plan, give them a waypoint to come over here, and then go and attack. And this one, we'll just select that one, delete that, make him come up a bit first, so you can try and come around behind him. And then we'll keep that forward. So, yep, this guy is now good to come across, so delete that waypoint, so he gets there faster. This enemy, we don't want the, so this DuckSim, we don't want the enemies to get behind him, so we will get rid of that and that, and have him come over here next. And now I'll use the top button, which only makes you go forward a second, because we're sort of deep in combat. They've started to fire each other, that could be bad. When you're deep in combat, you don't want the game to be sort of real time. You want to turn it into a more simultaneous turn-based, like you'd get in Frozen Synapse or Battlestar Galactica Deadlock, where you plan a small amount of orders, watch them play out, but the big difference is here, if you want to change your plan, you can just pause it at any time and put a new plan in. So this enemy, will let him go forward for a bit longer. I'm going to slow down time since we're getting into the meat of the battle. So those 2 are doing okay. This one, he's probably now far enough past that it's time to whip back and try and get on the tail of that one. And we'll go forward to the end of the second. These 2 hopefully won't collide. You can see he's done a bit of damage now, and he should hopefully then follow around behind the enemy. Go forward again. Yep, so he's looking quite good now. So we can hopefully leave him to finish that one off, but we have to keep an eye on what this one's doing. So speed time up again, go forward another second. Yeah, they're doing fine. Just go forward normally. Yep. So that one's now destroyed his target. Once I've programmed it in, this auto pause setting would have automatically paused us at this point because he had run out of time, run out of orders. So I'll give him a new order to go and finish that one off, assuming he doesn't run into it by mistake. And this one looks like he's okay. Yep. So he can come around as well. Go out and see what happens. Getting there, yep. Going a bit closer to see him finishing him off. Yep. So that's not great. Bit of friendly fire there. But he got the job done. So that's where we are at the moment.